All right, finishing up page 497. You need to understand the difference between what a numerical coefficient is and a constant. Numerical coefficient is the number that goes along with the variable. A constant is a number that does not change. It's constantly the same. So example 1, we have 3.45n. On 3.45n, n is the variable, 3.45 is the numerical coefficient. N over 7. N is the variable. The number that goes next to n is 1. We just don't write it. So the numerical coefficient is 1/7. On the third example, n plus 12. 12 is a constant. It's always going to be 12. It's not going to change. The number that is next to n is 1, even though we don't write it. So for this example, the numerical coefficient is 1. Going back to the three examples, we have 3.45n, n sevenths, and then the last one is n plus 12. So now we're writing the constants. 3.45 we said was the numerical coefficient, so it's not the constant. There is no constant in this expression, so it would be 0. There is not a constant in this, because it's 1/7. So once again, 0. But in the third expression, n plus 12, n is your variable, because that's going to change. 12 always stay the same. So on this one, the constant is 12. Problem number 13. Write the meaning of the algebraic expression in two ways. We can just do it one. 6 times t plus 3. Just write what the operation is and what's happening. B. There's a couple ways you can do this. 4s less than 2. I always think that these are the hardest ones to explain. More straightforward would be 2 minus 4 times s. C, 5 less than b, or just read it left to right, b minus 5. Do D, E, and F, and then check your answers with the textbook. All right, so for problem 2, it says you need to write out the words and then evaluate. Just means solve. Think about what it's saying, 3x minus 4. So it's 3 times something, and then we're going to subtract 4. You don't need to write out the words. I would like you to solve the expression. So 3, what is x? X is 10. 3 times 10 minus 4. 30 minus 4, you get 26. 11 minus s, s is 2. We can do this. 11 minus 2, 9. 10, take away z. Z is 8. So all we are doing is 10 minus 8 is 2. 5 minus y divided by 4, y is 2. 5 minus 2/4 equals, we don't know yet, 5 minus a half. 5 minus a half would equal, think about it, 4.5. Try E and F. Try E and F. Pause the video. or come back and check your answers later. These are basically the same kind of problems on number 2, but H, you're going to do 4 different problems. H will change for each expression. So for the first one, 3h minus 2. H for the first one is 2, so all it is 3 times 2 minus 2. 6 minus 2, 4. That goes there. Now, H is 7/3. 3 times 7/3 minus 2. Put the 1 there if that helps. 21 over 3 minus 2. 7 minus 2 is 5. 5.1, 3 times 5.1 minus 2. Do multiplication first. 5.1, 5 1/10 times 3 is 15.3 minus 2. Take away 2, you get 13 and 3/10. One more. 3 times 5, 6, put the 1 there if that helps, minus 2. Remember, multiply your numerators and multiply your denominators. 15, 6, minus 2. Sometimes it's easier, I think, change that to a mixed number. So you've got 2 and 3, 6, which is 2.5. Take away the 2. Your answer is 1/2. All right. Complete B and C, and you are finished with this section for 7.4.